Hey guys, this is Josh. I'm going to be reviewing Marvel Season 2 of Daredevil. And it's funny how when I got into the show, it was more like, it was a curiosity, because everyone was saying it was amazing, it was great. You know, it was rated R. You know, Marvel doesn't do rated R stuff. They really don't. I think Warzone was one of the movies that came out, but they usually now, they don't do that type of stuff anymore. And it's interesting how they did that, and there's a lot of good feedback that it's only on Netflix, but that, you know, they did a show like this, and I got into it. It's probably one of the best shows out there. I'm not going to say TV show, because it's not a TV show. It's a show on Netflix. So when people try to compare The Flash or The Arrow or the other shows, with this one, you can't compare it because they're two different things. Two different budgets. And I think you have a lot more time and a lot more budget money when you go on Netflix. Depends on the company, how much they gave you and whatever. If you guys know, let me know. I thought Netflix had more money. But, you know, and I believe you have more time as well. I think, when you have a contract, when you're doing TV with a certain company, you have a certain time, you know, to do something. But just getting the review, I would just say episodes this season is probably one of the best seasons they had, or you could say they have. Daredevil Season 1 is a great season. A lot of people will say Daredevil Season 1 is the best season just because it's the first season. It introduces characters, introduces people that you didn't know about. You might know about them in what you call the comics, but I think there's some new characters they introduced, which is pretty good. They really introduce new characters that you don't know, and it fits within the story and the universe of the show. This show has many great things. You know, it's not all about the Punisher. It's not all about Daredevil fighting the Punisher. It is different debatable things that they talk in this movie. In the show, I'm saying movie, show. They talk about morality. You know, the whole thing with Punisher, he's willing to kill. He's willing to step his foot down and put away the bad guys. Not put them away and put them in jail, but put them away and killing them. And he makes a great point that Daredevil, you know, he beats them up and they get back up. And then for Punisher, when he freaking kills them, they stay down and they don't come back. And which shows a great point. Is it your morality or the way how you do justice? And this show really gives you the debate. What he is doing is right, or is it wrong? Even though he's killing these people and it's helping the streets better, but he's still killing people. He's still taking laws in his own hands. He's the outlaw. He's being a vigilante. He's type of, you know, Batman without killing. But in this, you see a little Batman in the show with Daredevil. You do see him because they are similar. They do relate. There's just a lot of different things they have. They have the same type of method. You know what I mean? But this show does a great job with the visual effects, making you feel like it's New York City. Just the coloring and the many things they do in the show, the environment really feels like New York City and Hell's Kitchen. This show, man, if you're a comic book fan, if you're somewhat a fan of Daredevil, watch the show. You will love the show. This is probably my top 2 favorite shows. And I don't try to compare Flash and this, because Flash is lighthearted and this is more dark. And Marvel has shown they can do dark movies, depending who's behind it, who's the director, who's the producer, you know. But great action scenes, just like from season 1. I think maybe much better action scenes. The suit looks amazing. I love the suit. A lot of people don't like the suit, but I think it really identifies who Daredevil is. The armor, you know, they really show in detail how the armor makes a difference. You know, he's taking more hits. And And there's great things in these episodes with the Punisher that, a lot of people might not like because it's not comic book material. Some of it's not. Some of it is. Of course, you have to have the death of his family, but they add more things into it. And they really get in deep with this character. The guy from Walking Dead, season 1, and I believe season 2 as well, does an amazing job as the Punisher. A lot of people be like, no. He wasn't even the Punisher, he was someone else. I'm like, dude, this dude was the Punisher. He did an amazing job selling who he is. The dialogue was great, some things he says, the action scenes he did, you really believe this dude was in the military, or even more deadly. Like, he's not even in the military, like, he's freaking, like, classified type of, SWAT team or Navy SEALs type of deal. He doesn't feel like he's just in the military, in the Marines, but, his fighting style is amazing. The weapons you see, dude, freaking awesome. The shots he's made, the fights with Daredevil, it keeps you intrigued, because when I was watching this show, what kept me intrigued was the story. It wasn't just that we had Superman. We had Daredevil and Punisher, right? We had another story, which was amazing. We had another story. We had the whole firm, the three, like the type of a family, the 3 people, they were together. And then, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it had something together. Like, it was about that. It was about the firm. It was about the Punisher. It was about Elektra, Stick. Like, it altered around all these characters, and it wasn't just about Punisher and Daredevil. No, it was with Elektra and his feelings for her, and him wanting her gone, and things changed throughout the show. Things changed in his emotions and his feelings about each one of these characters, and then he started leaning about, should I start killing? Maybe we should kill once, and some things Punisher's like, no, once you cross, you can't go back. This is it. You're done. Like, once you go past that part, Batman has said it in the I think it was Under the Red Hood. He's like, once you kill one person, there's no going back from that. You will keep doing it and keep doing it, and you'll see it's right. But there's great dialogue between Punisher and Regan Daredevil, and I feel bad for the Punisher. Like, I love the Punisher since I was a kid because of my father, but there's some great things through the Punisher that you understand, even though if you don't agree with him killing, but you understand what he's going through. You understand what he's been through. You understand, like, you have sympathy for him. He's a villain, but you sympathize for him. He's not an actual villain, but he's an anti-hero type of thing. Like Catwoman's an anti-hero. You can say Godzilla's an anti-hero. You can say Deadpool's an anti-hero. Like, there's so many. They sometimes they're heroes, sometimes they're villains. You never know, depending on the perspective of the character. He thinks he's doing right. He thinks he's putting down bad guys. He thinks he's doing the right thing. And, if you agree with killing or not, because he's in the military. Killing is acceptable in the military if the person is your enemy, right? But with him, that's his mindset. He's probably still in that war zone. In his mindset, that's how it was. But when you come back to the civilization, it's not acceptable anymore. Like, you kill, you get in trouble. But I would just say, watch this show, watch the TV show, not TV show, Netflix show, sorry, and watch it. And I was so intrigued with Elektra. She's gorgeous and beautiful. That kind of caught me off guard, but of course they're gonna do that. But some things she says, some things she does, and they really make you care about her and make you care about for what has happened to her and what happened to them in college. And then freaking the Kingpin, great scene with him, with Matt Murdock. Really great scenes, and Matt really gets in his head, and it's amazing. Like, great things. Like, Matt as a lawyer, dude, does great things as a lawyer. And the TV show is amazing. I would give it 10 out of 10, but I have to be fair. I would give it a 9.5 out of 10 because there were some things that were in the show I was dragging. I was like, I was gonna skip the next episode. I was like, I don't wanna. I was just like, come on, man. It wasn't about the fights. It's just some of the dialogue or some of the things that were happening. I was like, come on, I want to get near the end. You know what I mean? It was 13 episodes, so I was like around 9 and 10. I was like, come on, man, come on, bring it, come on. Like, I want to go forward. And at the end of the episode of this whole season, you know, I was thinking in my head if this gonna happen or not. I'm not gonna tell you. But I was like, yeah, I was right. I was like, yeah, he did do it. He did do it. But that's it, guys. 9.5 out of 10 for Marvel Daredevil Season 2. Such a great, you know, show. Such a great show. One of the best shows I have witnessed ever. One of the best shows I ever witnessed. Not just because it's rated R and there's guts and gore. It's just the story, the dialogue, the action scenes, everything that Daredevil Season 1 offered, they offered in Season 2, but better. Maybe because they had more people, more story to go on, more development they can go on the characters, because back then they were still developing characters. This one, we know the characters now. Like, we know everything. So that's it, guys. Freaking watch Season 2 Daredevil, man. Come on. Don't be scared. Freaking show is amazing. Alright, else, guys.